Do you want to increase brand awareness, attract new patients immediately and consistently, and become the go-to practice in your community? Then learn how to do ground marketing. That's what I'm going to be teaching you in this series. Let's dive in. Building authority in your community. How to become the go-to practice in your area. Now, why authority matters. Let me ask you something. When people in your town think dentist, whose name do they say? If the answer isn't immediately yours, then you don't have an awareness problem. You have an authority gap. Now, authority isn't about being the most skilled clinician. Patients can't really tell that. It's about being the default choice when someone needs help or when someone asks for a recommendation. You know you've built authority when people in Facebook groups or social media tag you without hesitation. Schools, HR directors, business owners, they call you. Reporters and community leaders, they quote you in articles. That's when your brand moves from marketing to magnetism. Now, what does authority really mean in dentistry? Well, authority is when your name, your niche, and your message are glued together in people's minds. Let me break that down. Your name equals the dentist they can trust. Your niche equals what you're known for. And your message equals what you stand for. For example, it can be Dr. Thompson. She's the pediatric dentist who teaches parents how to raise cavity-free kids. Or Dr. Patel. He's the sedation dentist for people who are terrified of the chair. That's not marketing hype. That's authority. So here are some pillars that will help you when creating community authority. There's 4. Number 1, clarity. Be known for something. If you try to be everything for everyone, you'll be memorable to no one. So here's the rule. Always structure it like this. We help a specific type of person get a specific outcome without a specific fear. So fill in the blanks, right? Treat it like ad libs. We help. Now, who's the specific person you help? You help them get a specific outcome. What's the specific procedure or service that you want to deliver these specific people? And you do that without the specific fear that's common that you normally see in these specific type of patients with this specific procedure. So the examples could be, we help busy families keep cavities off the schedule without missing school or work. That's one, right? You heard the specific people is busy families. The specific outcome is cavities off the schedule. And the fear is, hey, you're missing school or I might miss work. Another example is, we help anxious adults get smile makeovers without embarrassing lectures or judgment. That's it. And now every dentist can say, we don't judge, but is it in their messaging? So put it in your messaging, right? So that's how it is. We help the specific person, anxious adults, get specific outcome, which is smile makeovers, without the specific fear of feeling embarrassed by a lecture or judgment. Another example is, we help seniors keep their teeth for life without feeling rushed or confused about costs. Many times you will realize this, especially if you are ground marketing at senior centers, doing the events at the senior homes, independent living facilities. Many times they will feel confused, but they will never voice it because they hate looking like they need to depend. They want to feel independence. And if you're able to not confuse them and just break it down to them like as simple as possible, they're going to love you for that. And if you put that in your messaging, it's even better. So you can say, we help seniors or retirees keep their teeth for life without feeling rushed or confused about costs. Beautiful examples. And you can create your own. We help specific people get a specific outcome without a specific fear. Every decision, meaning every talk, partnership, or post, should reinforce this one line. So that's clarity. That's step number 1. That's your pillar number 1, being clear about it. 2 is visibility. Get on the right platforms and stages. Authority isn't built by hiding in your operatory. It's built when you show up where your community already gathers. There are 3 types of stages you need to own. 1, that's in-person local stages. Schools, employers like businesses, corporations, health fairs, senior centers, gyms, daycares, workshops, things like that. Small businesses, those are in-person local stages. 2, digital local stages. Facebook, Instagram, newsletter, podcasts, neighborhood apps. Those are the digital local stages. And 3, borrowed stages. When respected locals introduce you. It's going to be at Chamber of Commerce events, Rotary events, things like that, where it's by the community, from the community, and they decide to introduce you. There could be specific ribbon cuttings. There can be specific whatever. If you go on the Chamber of Commerce calendar, you'll be able to find on there, okay, I can see who the movers and shakers in the community are. And you can borrow from their stages. For example, they can say, hey, this is Dr. Lopez, our go-to for dental education at work. That would be a borrowed stage. So in-person local stage, digital local stage, and borrowed stages. When they give you the microphone, authority multiplies. You're no longer the advertiser. You are the trusted guest. So keep that in mind. 2 is visibility. Get on the right stages. 3, teach. Do not promote. Here's the secret. The more you teach, the less you have to sell. Stop posting, we're accepting new patients. Instead, start sharing. Here's a 3-minute checklist parents can use to tell if their child's toothache is an emergency. That's value. That's leadership. That's what people remember. If your content would still help them, even if they never became your patient, you're officially a thought leader. So teach, don't promote. That's number 3. The 4th pillar, consistency. This is huge just in life in general, but consistency. Repeat the same message in different places. So for example, one talk at a daycare or one talk at a school or a senior center, that's exposure. But doing it every semester, every quarter with photos, follow-ups, and posts, that becomes authority. You do not need 50 new ideas. You need one strong idea said 50 different ways. This is how I want you to think about it. Same message, new angle, new stage, repeat. Same message, new angle, new stage, repeat. If your message is small problems are cheaper to fix early, you can word it like this. You can do a workshop at a senior event. You can do a workshop at a pediatric location, at a daycare, at a school, and just say, hey, 5 signs your child might have a dental problem before they say it hurts. Same message so far, right? The next one is, hey, post a reel. 3 tiny issues that turn into $1,500 bills. Same message, but now there's a new angle, new stage, right? And now let's repeat it. Now you're speaking at a workplace. You're speaking at a corporation. Maybe you're at a hotel. They're doing their early morning meetings that they normally do with their team once a week, primarily Marriott's, Holiday Inns, Radisson's. They do that quite often. And they invite you because you went in there, did a ground marketing strategy, and they invite you and they're like, yeah, just come in. We'll give you 10 minutes. Also, I have a little booth there ready. You can give our employees some freebies and things like that. And then from that point on, you'll have your time to speak and then we'll conclude the meeting. Perfect. You can title it, How to Save $500 Using Your Dental Benefits Before They Expire. Same message, new angle, new stage, repeat. So if you're at a school, you can do 5 signs your child might have a dental problem before they say it hurts. You're posting on social media, hey, 3 tiny issues that turn into $1,500 bills. And if you're speaking at a workplace, hey, how to save $500 using your dental benefits before they expire. And then they can even send that in a newsletter to all the employees and their team leaders and so forth, especially if you're speaking at like an Amazon Corporation Center or anything like that. This also works for senior homes, apartments, strategies, and things like that. Same message, different stage. That's how people will start quoting you. So those are the 4 pillars of community authority. Number 1, clarity. 2, visibility. 3, teach, don't promote. And 4, consistency. Now let's make this real. Here are 5 authority building plays anyone can start tomorrow, okay? Number 1, the signature community class. So create one short class you become known for. This can be something that you can do in 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, or even an hour. But some examples are raising cavity-free kids in, and then use your city name. Raising cavity-free kids in Ontario, California. Raising cavity-free kids in some city in Oklahoma, right? That can be one. Another one is how to use your dental benefits before they reset. Another one is Smile Makeovers 101. Veneers, aligners, or whitening. Which should I pick? And you can deliver these at businesses, community centers, events that apartments throw, events that your realtor is going to throw for new move-ins. and potential new move-ins, open houses. You can do this at senior centers and so forth, schools, corporations, but deliver it. And the way you would want to structure it is start with a short story, a patient who waited too long, then teach 3 to 5 key takeaways, super simple, and then end with one simple this week action step. What I mean is like this week, do this. Again, the structure is start with a short story, a patient who waited too long or something like that. Teach 3 to 5 key takeaways, nothing more than 5. After that, it's just blurriness. They'll get boggled down with a lot of information. And then end with one simple action step that they can do this week. You're not there to sell, you're there to educate. And that's what builds trust faster than any ad. So that's play 1. Number 2, you can have an Ask the Dentist column or hotline. Be your city's go-to Q&A expert. You can write a monthly Ask the Dentist piece in a local newsletter, host a weekly Ask Me Anything in a Facebook group, or record a short 1-minute frequently asked question video. And those can be posted on your website, and that boosts your SEO. But here's the trick. Don't just give answers. Explain how to think about the problem. I'll give you an example. Let's say most people floss to remove food, but the real goal is to stop a sticky film that causes cavities between teeth. And then explain a little bit more. That one line teaches them something new and positions you as their educator. So try and teach. Okay, that's number 2. Have an Ask the Dentist column. You will be surprised. You have a local newsletter, local community newspaper. You have a lot of local things where they will allow you to have this content and be in front of their audience. Number 3, you can have a myth busting series. So start a local 7 dental myths in 7 weeks. You can do this tomorrow. And it's a campaign, right? And examples could be baby teeth don't matter, cleanings weaken enamel, if it doesn't hurt, it's fine, whitening ruins your teeth. Every myth you bust will build credibility. You become the calm, logical voice that people trust, especially online. And don't be afraid to dig deeper and say, hey, your insurance matters or your insurance does not matter. It's so expensive to visit the dentist. Go into those type of things and bust those myths. If it's financial concerns that you're always seeing in the community, dig deep on that. If it's something else, dig deep on that. But have that. Have a myth busting series. You can start it on your own platforms, on your own social media, and expand from there. And that can be your thing too. Number 4 is decision guides. These are huge. When we had some members in the ground marketing course start doing this made it incredible for them. And I'll break it down for you right now. You want to create a 1-page thinking tool to reduce patient anxiety. And I'll give you an example. A guide can be, should I replace this tooth? And here's the steps. Number 1, pain and function. Just can you chew comfortably? Number 2, future costs. What happens if you don't replace it? 3, stability. Is the bone strong enough? Now you're showing them how you think, not just what you sell. And that's authority in action. If you can reduce the friction and help them make a decision faster, they're going to love you for it. You're giving them the choices to make better educated decisions. And now you're educating your community as well. But these thinking tools are crucial for the community and they love it. So do that. Create a 1-page thinking tool to reduce patient anxiety. And it can be as simple as that. Something like, should I replace this tooth? How much does this cost? Should I get whitening? And so forth. But show them how you think, not just what you sell. And number 5, you can partner with other experts. Authority grows faster when you share the stage. Some good ideas are pediatric dentists can partner with speech therapists, and you can call it mouth, speech, and sleep. Dentists, this one's really, really great, especially when one of the members in the ground marketing course did this. I thought it was fantastic. Dentists can partner with financial planners. We call it paying for dental care without derailing retirement. Present this in senior homes, independent living facilities. It's fantastic. You can also do dentists partnering with nutritionists, teeth and gut health. See, when you collaborate, credibility transfers both ways. Always remember, authority is contagious. Stand next to respected experts, and their trust rubs off on you. Okay? So these are the 5 plays you can run, and they're authority-building plays that you can start tomorrow. The community class, right? The Ask the Dentist column or hotline, the myth-busting series, the decision guides where you're creating thinking tools, and partnering with other experts. Now, you want to package your expertise so it sticks. And what I mean by that is people forget facts, but they remember phrases and pictures. So have signature phrases. Repeat 2 to 3 memorable lines everywhere. For example, you can say something like small problems are cheaper to fix early, or dentistry should add to your life, not your anxiety. Or we don't just fix teeth, we protect futures. You can utilize AI, ChatGPT, to help you with creating signature phrases, 2 to 3 memorable lines that you're sharing everywhere. And then have visuals, pictures. Use metaphors they'll never forget. For example, cavities are like rust. They don't stop just because you ignore them. Or gums are like soil. Even the strongest tree can't survive in weak soil. Or dental benefits are like gift cards. They expire whether you use them or not. So use those repeatedly in your social media, in your ground marketing, in your conversation, in your talks, in your presentations. They'll start repeating your words to others. And that's brand memory. Now, let's do this. Let's have a 90-day authority action plan. And so here it is. Here's a 90-day roadmap to become the trusted name in your community. And this roadmap is found in the ground marketing course. So if you're not a part of the ground marketing course, I'd love to see you in there and become a member. You get not only all of this, what you're listening to with much more detail, the templates, the scripts, but at the same time, you're going to get all the strategies on how to get into senior homes, how to get into schools, how to get in and partner with realtors, how to do health fairs, how to find the local health fairs and continue to be consistent in these locations, how to get into apartments. I mean, all these locations in your community that you're walking out of your practice right now and you're looking and you're wondering, how do I get into Costco, Starbucks, that daycare, that apartment complex, that Amazon corporation? The scripts, the videos, you even see me do them. That is all found in the ground marketing course. So it's going to be in the show notes below. You can click on the first link in the show notes below and it'll take you to the ground marketing course and see what everyone else is saying about the course as well and the results it's getting them. So I'd love to see you in there. That's going to be in the show notes below. But here's the 90-day roadmap to become the trusted name in your community. Month 1, remember, you want to clarify and create. So pick your focus, pick your target patients. Who are they? Are they parents, anxious adults, seniors, or retirees? And then write your one line. We help the specific demographic, the specific who, get this specific result without this specific fear. Okay, so we help who get result without fear. Once you created that, you build a talk, almost like a class, right? Speech. You build a way to present it to where even at a booth, if you only have 30 seconds, you can minimize it and say it. Or if you're at a presentation and they want you to do a lunch and learn, you can do it in 30 minutes and expand on it. But build it, build that talk, and then create one decision guide and a few myth busting posts. Okay, that's month 1. You want to clarify and create one decision guide and a few myth-busting posts. Month 2, now you want to get on stages. Reach out to 5 to 7 local groups, schools, employers, centers, and then offer sessions, right? And all that's found in the ground marketing course. But a lot of the times you just got to get in there, do the strategy, ask them, do they have any events? They're going to say yes. Then say, can we be a part of them? Daycare, same thing. School, same thing. And then now you're able to get on stages, get on different platforms. And then you want to document absolutely everything. Tons of photos, clips, stories, videos. Document it so you have content for years. Okay. Not just content for that month, for years. That's how you want to look at it. Like from this one event, how much content can I produce and try to make it for a year? Even if you have 30 things going on that month. If you're the ground marketer and you're saying, I have 10 events this month, one event, try and get that much content for the year, just from one. That means continue with the photos, the videos, the testimonials, all that stuff. So once you've done that, you're getting on stages, getting on different platforms. Month 3, you want to amplify and repeat. So turn each event into social posts, reels, and newsletters, and then start making posts. Top 3 questions parent asked at the school's name. So if it's like Beverly Hills School, top 3 questions parents asked at Beverly Hills Middle School. Okay. Be super specific in your titles. If you're at a specific business, school, senior center, it will produce more SEO, but at the same time, you start becoming the authority figure in that community because you're seen everywhere. And then lock in one recurring event each month so you're seen repeatedly. If you have an LA Fitness gym in your community, you can lock in once a month at their Customer Appreciation Month and be there, okay? And many, many other locations too and businesses in your community. And then after 90 days, your community will see you not as a dentist, but as an authority figure. And obviously with this, you want to track your authority growth. So that means track how many mentions on social media, how many invitations to speak or collaborate, new patients saying, I saw you at this specific place, right? Engagement on educational content and partner relationships deepening. Always make sure the partnerships that you have, and this is going to be in a separate episode, but always make sure the partnerships that you have that are fantastic partnerships, meaning they're sending referrals consistently. Always make sure you're deepening that relationship. These are authority metrics, not vanity metrics. So the mentions in local Facebook groups, social media posts, invitations to speak or collaborate, new patients saying, I saw you at, engagement on educational content, and partner relationships deepening. Now, you don't become the go-to dentist by shouting the loudest. You become the go-to dentist by teaching the clearest, showing up the most consistently, and caring the deepest about helping your community make better decisions. When you educate your community, you elevate your brand. And when you elevate your brand, you attract patients who value what you do. That's how you build practice that grows, not from ads, but from trust. All this and so much more is found in the Ground Marketing course. So I invite you to be a member. You can go in the Ground Marketing course. I'd love to see you in there. The link is going to be in the show notes below. It's going to be the first link in the show notes below. So I'm excited to see you in the Ground Marketing course. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode, and I can't wait to talk to you in the next one.